Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. I think and think for months and years. 99 times, the conclusion is false. The 100th time I am right. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. If people are good only because they fear punishment, and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right, a single experiment can prove me wrong. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. Logic will get you from A to B, imagination will take you everywhere. The only source of knowledge is experience. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. Nationalism is an infantile disease. It is the measles of mankind. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. Technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. Any man who can drive safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. All that is valuable in human society depends upon the opportunity for development accorded the individual. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. The hardest thing to understand in the world is the income tax. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? A table, a chair, a bowl of fruit and a violin, what else does a man need to be happy? If you are out to describe the truth, leave elegance to the tailor. Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. Never forget this in the midst of your diagrams and equations. He who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead, his eyes are closed. When the solution is simple, God is answering.